the Indian Prime Minister has to face the backlash with a country with whom India shares its maritime border. Now, what is it the matter that the Indian Prime Minister has to face the backlash? This is what we will be discussing today. Hello and welcome to the In News series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the topic of the India-Maldives controversy. So what is this controversy which has happened over the pictures which were posted by the Prime Minister of India on his Twitter account, which is now called X? So Prime Minister Narendra Modi posted few of the pictures of him sitting posture in Lakshadweep to promote the tourism of Lakshadweep. Now, from where the point of Maldives jumping in this controversy? Let's see. First of all, about the points of discussion. First, we'll be looking at the news, then what has happened, then what the government of Maldives, how they have responded, India-Maldives relations, and in the end, the practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is international relations. The point that you need to focus on is the India-Maldives relation. The news talks about why Prime Minister Modi Lakshadweep visit has the Maldives social media and government officials up in arms against India. So, Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi has recently visited Lakshadweep to promote the tourism of Lakshadweep. As we all know that Lakshadweep is an island union territory of India and is famously known for its tourism and beautiful beaches. Now, what has happened is that Prime Minister Modi went to the Lakshadweep to promote tourism in the Lakshadweep Islands, and the social media war between Maldivian politicians, government officials and social media users started. Now, what happens is that when Prime Minister Narendra Modi went to Lakshadweep to promote the tourism of Lakshadweep, and he posted few of the pictures showing the beauty of the island. So that is when what happened is that the people of Maldives, or few of the officials, the government officials of Maldives, what they did was they went on to the social media and then they posted comments which were against the Prime Minister's visit, and it was showcasing that the Prime Minister is trying to take away the tourism from Maldives by promoting the tourism of Lakshadweep, and many of them even said and written that these were not even the pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi from Lakshadweep. And what was not welcoming from India's side was that even few of the higher officials of Maldives also did wrong comments. So this is about the whole controversy. Now let us look at the map of Maldives and Lakshadweep. So, Maldives is a country which is present in the Indian Ocean, and India shares its maritime border with Maldives, while Lakshadweep lies in the Arabian Sea and it is situated on the western coast. It is situated on the western side of India's peninsula, and Lakshadweep is an island of 36 islands which together make up Lakshadweep. And if we talk about Maldives, then it is also an island country whose capital is Malé. And Maldives is a country with which India shares its maritime border and has been a long-standing partner, and they both share their exclusive economic zone. And then if we talk about Lakshadweep, Minicoy Island and Maldives, then the 8-degree channel separates Lakshadweep Minicoy from Maldives. So this was about the geographical location. And now with the backlash that Prime Minister Narendra Modi received on the social media, how the Maldives government has responded to it. So they have said that these were the opinion of individuals, not the opinion of the government of Maldives. So government of Maldives has very clearly said that these are not the opinion of the government. And they have also suspended 3 deputy ministers of the government. So 3 suspensions have been done. Now coming on to the most important aspect is the India-Maldives relation. How the relationship has been between India and Maldives over the years. So the relationship has been, if we talk about in the recent past, then the relationship has been and has went through a turmoil, and especially if we talk about the last 3 to 4 years, then we can also see Maldives tilting towards China as compared to India, even though it shares its maritime border with India, and India has been a long-standing partner for Maldives and has helped Maldives over the years. But in the recent past, we could very clearly see that the tilt in Maldives stands towards China. So few of the bilateral relationship between India and Maldives could be, first about the security partnership, then first that is we can talk about the exercises that goes on between both the countries is, first is Ekubrin, then Dosti, Ek Katha and Operation Shield. So these are few of the joint exercises that takes place between India, Maldives and other countries also, but basically India and Maldives both are involved in these exercises. Then India provides the largest number of training opportunities for Maldivian National Defense Force, that is around 70%. It means the opportunities for the Maldives force is also provided by India. So you can say that the training opportunities is also provided by India. Now about the economic cooperation. So India export a lot of things from to Maldives, while in return Maldives also send a lot of things to India. But if we talk about both, then India exports more as compared to its import. Then tourism is the mainstay of Maldivian economy. So Maldives is a tourist based economy. So their main source of income is tourism. So, and this is one of the reasons that during the COVID pandemic, because the international flights were not allowed and the international borders were sealed, so Maldives suffered a lot because the tourism sector were on a standstill for 2 to 3 years. So in the year 2021, Afcons, which is an Indian company, signed a contract for the largest ever infrastructure project in Maldives. Largest ever infrastructure project was also signed with an Indian company, and the name of the largest ever project was the Greater Malay Connectivity Project. And if we talk about the bilateral trade between India and Maldives, then it is around USD 300 million plus for the year 2021, and if we talk about year 2022, then it was 500 million plus. It means that trade between India and Maldives is on a rise. It means it is increasing. 2021 was 300 million, 2022 is 500 million. So a plus of 200 million. Then what happened between India and Maldives is they suffered a setback when in the year 2017 Maldives signed a FTA, that is a free trade agreement with China. So this was the time since when the tilt of Maldives could be seen with regard to China and in China's favor. We will be discussing about few of the points in just coming slide. Then about the infrastructure projects between India and Maldives. So in the year 2022, the National College for Policing and Law Enforcement was inaugurated by India's External Affairs Minister, and it is the largest grant project executed by India in Maldives. So it means that this project was developed and was made from the grant which was provided by India. Then the Greater Malay Connectivity Project, which is the largest infrastructure project in Maldives, was funded by a grant of USD 100 million and a line of credit of USD 400 million from India. It means it was sponsored by India. And this was the biggest project India is doing in the Maldives, and also the biggest infrastructure project in the Maldives overall. So you can imagine that in a country, if the largest infrastructure project is funded by another country and is being sponsored by another country, then you can imagine that the impact India has on the other country. Now, different operations in Maldives. So, since a long period of time over the decades, India has also performed many functions in Maldives, and whenever Maldives has needed India's help, India has always stood and helped Maldives. Then Operation Cactus in the year 1988. So this was Indian Armed Forces helped the government of Maldives in the neutralization of the coup attempt. So if we talk about the South Asian countries, then in the South Asian countries, the coup attempt is a regular event. If we talk about, if you are following the newspapers and are going through the newspapers on a regular basis, then you will be able to find that countries like Nigeria of Africa, Niger of Africa, Myanmar, then Maldives. So these are the countries and etc. These are the countries who are very prone to a military coup. So military coup means when the military of the country is outseeding the government, in simple terms if I talk about. Then, so in the neutralization of the coup attempt, India performed the Operation Cactus. Then comes the Operation Neer in the year 2014, when India supplied drinking water to Maldives with the drinking water crisis. So in the year 2014, Maldives was suffering from the drinking water crisis, and drinking water crisis is a crisis which you can like imagine the intensity of it, because drinking water is a basic necessity of people's life. One need to have proper drinking water, and there is a lot of consumption of water also on daily basis. So if there is a crisis, then it is a crisis which needed immediate and an emergency help, and this is when India stepped up and helped Maldives. Then comes Operation Sanjeevani. So this has happened in the recent past only. India supplied 6.2 ton of essential medicines to Maldives as an assistance in the fight against COVID-19. So this is the most recent operation which India has performed, because being an island country, Maldives needed support from some other country, and India stepped up again to perform the duties, and India sent the medicines and vaccines also to the other nation, and especially to Maldives when it needed the most. Then China in India-Maldives relation, one of the most important and concerning point for India as of now with regard to India-Maldives relationship, because the tilt in Maldives stance can clearly be seen that it is going towards and it is shifting towards China, and especially if we talk about a lot of reason can be given to the internal and the domestic politics of Maldives, and the present president of Maldives also has a pro-China stance. So if we talk about then the Chinese infrastructure investment, so the investment of China is increasing in Maldives. And then China's Belt and Road Initiative, Maldives is a participant to it. So if Maldives is a participant to it, it means Maldives accepts the terms and conditions, and Maldives promotes it also, while India on the other hand does not support China's Belt and Road Initiative. Then shifts in alliances that could easily be seen, because the FTA, that is the free trade agreement which was signed by Maldives with China in the year 2017, it means in the near past. So FTA is signed between two countries only when they are sharing good relationship with each other. Then its inclined nature to the China or towards China. Then in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. This is a PYQ of the year 2014, and I'm giving you this question so that you could know that these type of questions have also been asked, and you also need to pay attention towards these basic facts also. Like, which one of the following pairs of islands is separated from each other by the 10-degree channel? I think 10-degree channel, you all people must be very well aware about it, because this is, I would say, most of you must have heard. Andaman and Nicobar, Nicobar and Sumatra, Maldives and Lakshadweep, Sumatra and Java. So do give me the answer in the comment section. And instead of the 10-degree channel, what can be asked to you is the 8-degree channel, the 9-degree channel, or what separates Minicoy and Lakshadweep, what separates Minicoy and Maldives, and what separates Lakshadweep from Maldives. And like this, you need to be very much aware about the different degree channels which are separating India or any part of India with some other countries? So give me the answer of this practice question, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.